Hi, welcome to the Munchie Podcast. In this podcast, we get into our highest vibrations, all in the safe vibes. We talk all things life, spirituality, friendships, relationships, love, career goals, everything in life we talk about here, and it's a safe and welcoming zone. All right. Oh man, guys, it took me so long to get here to film this episode. It took me an hour to set up this podcast because the way I usually film, my camera is connected to my mic, but it wasn't working. So now I have my mic connected to my iPhone and I'm just going to sync the audio and the video. It's been a very, very busy day. I feel like I've been running around all over the place, and this is probably one of the first couple of times in the day that I am like calming down and relaxing and like slowing it down. Wow. Okay, we have our delicious iced coffee. It is September now. We are transitioning to the fall weather. September is such a interesting month to me because it's such a transitional month. It's not the holidays yet. Once you get to October, that's when the next 3 months are like the holiday season, but it's not summer because summer ends in August. And in between, I'm learning to enjoy September with all of its transitional changes. I'm actually a little bit traumatized with September because last year at this time, my Instagram account was disabled. It was so stressful to me because I had such a huge identity attachment to Instagram, and I still do because kind of the thing that gives me confidence of being a content creator. So it's been a year since that. I got my account back, thankfully. I really do think that I have a brain that is shaped for PTSD because like when things that are really traumatic happens to me, I remember it forever and then I have a fear of it happening again. Let's get started with our episode. In the beginning of every single episode, we do a Munchies of the day, and today we have Bebo gummies. They are blood orange gummies. They're only, what's a cooler way that I could say MG without getting flagged? Okay, they're only 5 times the fun. I like to go for a low dose, and it's already hit me. It's definitely hit me because I took it before setting up this podcast and it took me a whole hour to do this. So I am high right now and we are having a really good time. I hope you guys, if you're of the age, I hope you're of the age. It's weird if you're of the age and if it's legal wherever you are, light one up for me and let's sit down and let's talk. In today's episode, I want to be extremely vulnerable with you guys. This is something that I feel like I've been wanting my entire life. And I wish I had it. I really wish I had it. Sometimes it feels close that I had it. But anyways, I want a sister or a best friend. Actually, I want a best friend that could feel like a sister. I think there's periods of my life that I've had that feeling, but I really want someone that I can call my best friend. And, she knows everything about me and accepts me, and it's a fun time together and we're laughing nonstop and we're doing life together. I think the lack of relationship is talked and shared a lot, like people being single and not finding the one. But I guess what I'm going through is I really, really want to find my best friend, and I know she's out there somewhere. It's kind of cheesy. It's when you're single and not in a romantic relationship, these are the things that you're seeking for in your partner. Like you want someone that is loyal and kind and funny, and those type of qualities I'm seeking for someone in a best friend. I do have a best friend, but we have a really weird relationship. She lives in LA. And we've been friends for 10 years now, which is insane. Yeah, we've been friends for 9 years now. I met her through work and she has changed my life. Her name is Tandy. She's opening a cat cafe lounge area in Los Angeles. So you guys should definitely check it out. Yeah, me and Tandy met when we were working in advertising. We were both very early on into our careers, but she was a couple levels ahead of me. That has changed my career path. She has excelled my career path like 10 times because I was her best friend and she was a few levels ahead of me. So I always got to watch her make the right moves and the wrong moves. So then it helped me understand like which choices and decisions I should make. For salary, for example, she was always one level ahead of me. So I kind of had a ballpoint range of what my salary range should be because her next level was the next role that I was aiming for. I was interviewing for a manager role. She was already a manager for a couple months and she told me her whole game plan about which company is hiring, what they each offered, the like PTO days, all the benefits and stuff. So I kind of already knew like which companies are still looking for an open position and like what they're offering. When I got offered a manager job, at first they gave me like 65,000, but it's because I knew Tandy was already making minimum 85,000 as a manager level, the same exact responsibilities that I would be doing. So I was able to negotiate like 20,000 more from my salary just because I was able to witness her growth. So Tandy's been tremendous in my career, and we became best friends through like job trauma. We went through some shit in our early job. I am so lucky because my first official corporate job, I've made such great friendships there. It was kind of like post-college fraternity sorority life, but not really like with the lame hazing stuff, but like you guys were all bonded by trauma and like going through together and growing together. So Tandy was in that group, and we just became best friends ever since. She knows every single thing about me, and I know everything about her. At least I think. She's an Aries, so Aries are a bit mysterious and protective of their personal space, but with Tandy, I could talk to her about anything. We're very vulnerable with each other. There's days where we like talk nonstop, and then it could go by like weeks where we don't say anything to each other because we're both so busy in our lives. Like I'm chasing my dreams and she's chasing hers. That is my best friend, and I love her so much. But the really, really weird thing is we have such a strange relationship. We don't send pictures to each other. We don't FaceTime each other. I haven't physically seen her in probably 4 years. We're more like pen pal friends, but she still is my best friend. So, and it's great because like I understand that she's more of like my long distance best friend, and that made me realize that I really want a friend that lives within my city and within like walking distance from me. Like I really want a friend where I could just do things together with, like go run grocery errands or go on a high girl walk or like go on like a 30-minute cafe walk. Yeah, so that is one of the things that I want for a friend. But I think I have 2 main criterias. And one of them was spiritual. Like I want to walk with someone in faith, grow more of my knowledge in spirituality. And so I hope this friend could understand some kind of spiritual topics, maybe lead and guide me and teach me a lot of the things, or at least have the interest and is like eager to learn about it. That would be great. And then the second thing is within my vicinity. I think those are the 2 main things, because I really want someone that is close in my area and we could do errands together, because our lives are so busy. Like I don't really have time to sit down and have brunch with people, but on the things that I have to do, like if I have to go return a package or walk to Whole Foods or like go for a high girl walk, like it'd be nice to do, or like go to a gym class. It'd be nice to have a best friend to do life with. So yeah, so within my walking vicinity and into spiritual things. But then these are like bonuses. Like, oh my gosh, it would be so great if she could also have this. So I'm manifesting here. I'm manifesting right now, and maybe in a couple episodes from now, you guys are gonna meet my best friend. Who knows? You guys know that I'm huge with manifestations, and I manifested so many things in my life. I manifested this beautiful apartment. Right now, this is where we're filming. I didn't give an intro about that. Sorry. You guys are probably used to my sofa couch view, but I am in my apartment lounge area of the apartment that I manifested. I literally manifested the building that I'm living in right now. Like I'm born and raised from Brooklyn, but I've always wanted to live in the city, and Lower East Side was just the right neighborhood for me. So every time I was in this area, I would just walk around visualizing the building that I live in, how I feel, the errands that I'm running, like the people that I would bump into. I would visualize how the building looks, the view that I would have, and I got everything. I got everything. It's so insane to the T. I was like, I want to live within walking distance of Trader Joe's. I want to live within walking distance of Jesse's basketball team, and I got it. So anyway, so I manifested so many things. Like I manifested this content creator life. You cannot tell me that manifestation isn't real. If I manifested a job where I get to film myself getting roasted and eating, I get paid to do that. And it's because I manifested it. Like there's no, this isn't supposed to be happening. Like I'm not supposed to be getting paid to make content of me getting blasted. Like this wasn't even legal a few years ago. So if manifestation is real and we are manifesting this bestie, we are manifesting her, guys. And maybe it could be one of you guys. I actually really, really want to hang out with you munchies more. I really want to create a community and do hangouts and just like really fun activities. So if you guys have any ideas, please, please, please DM me. I love getting to know you guys. I love talking to you guys. And I really, really hope that I could make a community out of us and like us to hang out and meet in real life, because that is the end goal of Soul Munchie. Soul Munchie's end goal is for us to have a weed cafe where dogs are allowed, play good jam music, and create community events. And like another thing with Soul Munchie is like I really want to hire people who have a hard time finding a job. Anyways, so community base is huge priority for Soul Munchie. And yeah, maybe one of you girls could be my best friend. That would be really fun. Let's talk about why it's actually hard for me to find a best friend. I have amazing friends, first of all. Like I have the most incredible girlfriends, and Tandy was actually one of the girls who taught me the value of girl friendships. I never really understood it. Up until my early 20s before I met Tandy, I always just saw girl friendships the same way as like guy friendships. Never understood how like being around women and being vulnerable with women and supporting each other is actually so healing for yourself and your soul. And it was Tandy who taught me that. She told me that girl friendships are the best, and sleeping over at girls' places are the best, and like having girl dinner and girl nights out. And I was like, I didn't get it. And I was like, oh, I really enjoy just hanging out with Jessie. And I am such a relationship girl, but once you surround yourself with good girlfriends, once you get girls that just accept you for who you are, love you for who you are, think you're funny, like make jokes about you, talk good about you in front of you, and when you're not in the room, that is life changing. I am so grateful that I have really incredible girlfriends. I'm so blessed with the girlfriends that I have. But yeah, but I do want a best friend. What was I getting to this? Oh yeah, one reason why I struggle finding a best friend is my social anxiety, obviously. I don't know, I just get anxious when I hang out with people for too long. By the 2-hour mark, I just need to be by myself. I needed to like decompress and just be my own thoughts and wander. Let's see. Okay, I have friendship trauma. I have a lot of friendship trauma. Maybe that could tie back to what we were talking about early on in the episode about my PTSD. Like when something traumatic happens to me, I'm just so afraid of it happening again. I've had a friendship trauma where a friend called me out and said that I was being really disrespectful. Well, actually, let me reword that. A friend called me out and said I said some offensive things to her. I didn't know that I said offensive things to her. And I apologize. I apologize a lot. I felt extremely bad. I sent paragraphs, talked to her for 30 minutes. But it's like things like that where I'm not good with conflict with friends. I think once I have conflicts with friends, I kind of step back and I get into avoidant mode. I'm a huge avoidant attachment style, and I prefer it that way. I know it's not the best, but like I think it's protection for me. I avoid, and then it's hard for me to make friends again because I'm always so scared about speaking my truth and being fully myself and being honest. Like fear of offending someone unintentionally or like hurting someone. I really don't want to offend or hurt people. So then when I hang out with people, sometimes I feel like I have to put on this mask and be the Patty that they think that I am instead of being truly me and like just rambling on with my mouth. Yeah, sometimes it's hard for me to like fully connect with people. I don't know. Actually, everyone that I connect with, every person that I talk to is genuine, because if I don't want to talk to you, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to waste any energy on that. But I really do enjoy talking to like 99% of people. I love meeting new people and I love connecting with people. But I think building that relationship and building that strong loyalty and kinship with each other, I think I step back once it starts getting close to that level because I'm so afraid of, I don't know, of like getting hurt again. We're friends. Okay, this is another thing that I struggle with friendships is actually two things. The first thing is I feel like everyone is mad at me. So if I feel like that, I would much rather be alone and not have to deal with any confrontation or like any chance of hurting someone. So I'd rather be alone. And yeah, it's like sometimes if my friends don't like message me or invite me to things and I see them hanging out with other people, I sometimes take it personal and feel that they're mad at me and like I've done something wrong, or I just take it personal, and it's, I don't know, maybe I did offend them, but they're just not telling me, so then I wouldn't know. And maybe it's a mature step for me that if I really did care about the relationship, I have to put down my pride and ego and actually directly message them and ask them like, hey, how are you? Like, haven't spoken to you in a while. And then see if the conversation will lead to like, did I do something to offend you or like push us away? I just get the fear that people are mad at me a lot. And then the second thing is like being intentionally friends with someone. You have to pursue them. And sometimes I feel like in a relationship, you're more challenged to have those conversations and like know how to pursue and date each other. But I think in friendships, sometimes it's like that as well. It's not like smothering the person like you're in a relationship, but it does take two to tango. I have to reach out too. Sometimes, okay, this is another thing that I struggle with friendships is like sometimes I see my friends hang out with each other and I didn't get the invite. And sometimes I do feel bummed out about it, but then a lot of the times I remind myself that it's not personal. And there could be reason to why they didn't send me the invite, because in the past I would say no. Like my schedule is just really, really busy. As much as I do want to see my friends, it's hard for me to have a day that could fit everyone's schedule. And I know that I have to make time for it, or sometimes I just get so drained and I don't want to go outside. So I get that. There's also my part, but it also does hurt at the same time when I see my friends hang out with each other and I don't get the invite. Again, like what could I do about it? I can't control anyone else's reaction. So what could I do is like, if I really want to, reach out to the friends and extend the invite. I think that's actually really important for friendships, is if you feel like you're being left out, but think about, have you invited them to things? Have you hosted things? Have you tried to get the group together? Because I think with a lot of the times friends, it's not such like active pursuit. With dating is like you guys are like fully obsessed. I'm obsessed with my friends too, but you get what I'm saying. Like with friendship, you guys both have to reach out, take the wall and the pride down. Like just because I've been reaching out for 3 times may not mean that they don't want to hang out with me. It could mean that they're going through a season. And I think that's also really important, is to remember that not everyone is in the same season as you, and probably they're likely not in the same season as you. Like someone could probably be going through something like really serious, or just something that they're struggling with a lot and they don't know how to open up to you, or they just don't want to feel like they're bothering you. What I'm trying to practice on is not caring about how the result will be. If I really want to reach out to someone, I will reach out to them and tell them that, hey, I've been thinking about you. I hope you're having the best day ever. Wanted to see how you've been. And I think those messages are really, really nice too. I actually haven't done that in maybe a month, so I should start doing that too, just reaching out to friends. Even though if my schedule is so busy that I can't physically see them, it doesn't, it only takes a few seconds to send a text. So I'm taking accountability on that I need to do that. I also want to share, I'm 31 and I don't have a best friend. Once you get in your 30s, friendships do change drastically, because throughout your whole entire life before your 30s, you and your friends were pretty much in the same level of growth. From school, for like elementary, junior high school, to college, you guys were all in the same school area. You guys were going through the same thing of like studying for specific subjects, taking tests, applying for colleges. All you guys were going through the same challenges. And also people were close to each other. Like with schools, you're in a close physical proximity. And then when you're in your 20s, it gets a little bit different, because now it's like a whole completely new life. People could move to different cities, jobs are involved, more responsibilities, bills are involved, but still in your 20s, you guys are growing your career together. And then once you get to like your mid to late 20s, that's when you start seeing the changes in people. And I feel like a lot of people evolve into a different person in their late 20s. They are shedding a lot of the things that they've tolerated during their adolescence and early 20s life. But then once you get to your 30s, you start really considering like, how do you want the next chapters of your life to feel like? You've been living here for almost like 25 years, and what are some lessons that you've learned, and like how do you want to reset into the next best decade of your life? So in your late 20s, you start seeing lots of changes, like people getting married, people getting engaged, people committing to their long-term relationships, people moving. People are starting to get more comfortable at their jobs and not like getting paid like bare minimum. And then people start having kids. And once you have kids, it's really hard to make time for friends. I think, I don't know, some of my friends that are moms are actually doing great. They have a lot of play dates together, but your priorities just change. Your whole entire life changes when you have another human that you're responsible for. So when you're in your 30s, it's like all the things that you were going through together with your friends, you're not anymore, because so many people are in different chapters of their lives now. Like, we're not at the same like struggles, we're not at the same challenges. I think when you get in your 30s, like, I have amazing friends, but you do really start seeing a huge shift in friendships. And I'm just lucky for the girlfriends that I do have. Like, I haven't seen a lot of my close girlfriends in like maybe 3 to 6 months, and I know that the next time I'm going to talk to them, it's going to be like we haven't had any time apart. Like, our friendships, it's not going to change at all. It's like we're back to who we were when the last time we saw each other. I want to manifest my best friend. So let's talk about how she is, who she is. Okay, we talked about her spirituality, and what was the other one? Oh yeah, her spirituality, and that she lives within walking proximity of me. I feel like that shouldn't be too hard to find. I really want to meet a friend in my neighborhood because these houses are nice. Like, the building across from me has a rooftop pool. I'm trying to be friends with someone who lives there so we could all chill there, Munchies. Let's have a Soul Munchie cafe at her rooftop pool. Okay, guys? Like, we're winning in this together. It would be so great if she's a stoner as well. I don't have girls that I smoke with. Isn't that so interesting? Like, I mainly just smoke with my boyfriend, or the people that I do usually smoke with are mainly boys. So it would be so cool if she's a stoner. None of these, the rest of these are not requirements. These are just like bonuses and add-ons. Oh, if she's into like girly and fashion things, that'd be cute. A content creator would be amazing. Or like, she doesn't have to be a creator, but like someone who understands social media or like wants to understand social media, because it'd be so cool if like we could help each other film and we could edit together and we could learn from each other, like learn her shortcuts and I'll teach her like the things that I'm doing, and we could support each other online too. That would be great. The last thing that I realize is really important for me in friendships, and I noticed this because of certain friendships that lack this, and I had to give myself space and time apart from them and distance away from these people. I want someone it's very natural for them to support people or like support me, because if you are my best friend, I am cheering for you all the way on. Like, we're doing this together. I'm the biggest cheerleader ever in all of my friends group. Like, I love supporting people. I love watching people win, and I really, really want my best friend to have that mentality too. Like, we don't see competition, we want everyone to win, and we will uplift everyone together. And okay, this could definitely be a limiting belief, because I think that is what becomes in my reality, but let's give room to how I feel. Sometimes I do feel like it can be a competitive space where, I don't know, I feel like I am such a big supporter of people, and sometimes it just doesn't feel like it's reciprocated back, and my best friend can't have that. Like, if you are my best friend, if you have access to so many vulnerable things about my life, and like, if you are going to be my person, I need you to be able to support me and cheer me on like the way that I would for you. And I think that's extremely reasonable to ask for the people around you. You want people to see your vision, you want people to support your dreams. You don't want people who are going to talk down or like secretly be jealous or like secretly wish for your downfall. You don't want those people in your life at all. It's very, very important for me to be around positive, supportive people. That is my episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. I love you, Munchies, so much. Comment down below. Please let me know all your thoughts, what episodes you want to see next, how you guys are doing. All right. I love you, Munchies. Bye.